Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgia Overbeck. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. This video is going to be all about my favorite things over the last 6 months while we have been on the big island of Hawaii. These things are mainly going to be actual products or entertainment things, not actually things that have to do with Hawaii or the big island. These are things that either I've bought, I've been sent, I watched, I listened to, I read over the last 6 months, and things that I've loved and really stuck out to me. If you enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. I have different categories I want to go through for this favorites video, and the first category I have is beauty slash like cleaning products, body products, that type of thing. First favorite is the Native shampoo and conditioner. I'll say if things have been sent to me or not. This was not sent to me, but this brand was here when we got to this rental house. We each had a bottle of the shampoo and conditioner from the Native brand. In the first couple of months, I finished both of those off and I repurchased it because that's how much I loved it. First scent that I had was the coconut and vanilla. This one is the cucumber and mint. I think I like the cucumber and mint one better actually. I usually prefer to have shampoo and conditioner bars because they have less plastic and are a little bit better for the environment. But if I'm going to have a brand that actually is in a plastic bottle, then I would probably go for this one. It has 10 ingredients, and I'm pretty sure they are all vegan and cruelty-free and everything, which is awesome, and they smell really nice, so I've really been enjoying this. Next favorite is a little bit of a newer thing that I've gotten in the last couple of weeks, and it is my safety razor. Again, going off of that, I like to try and find more eco-friendly, less plastic options. I've been wanting to get one of these for a really long time, and a few weeks ago I finally did. This is from the brand called Albatross, and I have looked it up and they are available to purchase online. This razor is obviously reusable, and all you have to do is replace the blade. I've been using this same blade since I got this razor a few weeks ago, and it still works great. And it came with 10 more blades, which is awesome. So definitely one of my favorites, and I'm so glad that I got it. Next is hoop earrings slash longer earrings. Before coming here to Hawaii, I always was a stud girly, so I wouldn't really wear any longer earrings or hoops or anything like that. But then we got here and I tried on my sister's hoop earrings and I was like, I'm hooked. So I got my own pair. These ones are actually from the thrift store, but I love these. I have some Monstera long earrings, other hoops. I love them so much right now. And then the last thing in the beauty products category is scrunchies. I have never been a scrunchie girly because my hair, before I cut it obviously, was super long and thick and scrunchies would not hold it up. But then once I cut my hair, now I can use a scrunchie. I even have one in right now. So I've really been loving them. I know that they're a little bit better for your hair, I'm pretty sure, and I think that they're just cute and they're comfy and much nicer if you want to wear them on your wrist, like rather than a hair elastic, because number one, it is softer and also a little bit looser, I feel, and also they're cute. The next category is going to be all of my food favorites. I try a lot of different food products, recipes, all that stuff. These are my favorites that I've had over the last 6 months. Number one, ultimate favorite, maybe my most favorite of this whole video, is Quattro Vegan. I cannot believe that this only was released while we were here. I feel like I use it every single day, my favorite protein powder ever. It was announced while we were here, and there's nothing I can say. It is my favorite vegan protein powder I've ever had. I love it so, so much. And yes, this was sent to me, but I would buy it if it was not. Next is Kona coffee. When we got to this house, there was a gift basket of like some Hawaiian delicacies and products and things like that. And in that basket was 100% Kona coffee, which if you know me, you know I love coffee, and I was so excited to try it because I had never tried Kona coffee before. And it is so good. It's so smooth. It tastes amazing. It is a little bit more expensive and a little bit more pricey, But if you want something that is more special, then Kona coffee is so good. My next favorite is kind of random, but it is quinoa. I went through a quinoa phase while we were here, and I had quinoa by itself. I would make quinoa fried rice. I made quinoa pizza crust. It was just so good, and I really liked it. I, of course, like other grains too, like rice and couscous and stuff like that, but I like quinoa because it is high in minerals and a bit higher in protein than rice is. So I definitely went through a quinoa phase. Next, another random one is balsamic vinegar / balsamic glaze. A few months ago, I made a YouTube video where I was eating like different vegan celebrities for a week, and one day I made a vegan caprese salad and I had to get balsamic glaze for that. So I made that salad. It was so good. Put it on roasted tofu. I put it with vegetables. I definitely went through a balsamic vinegar phase. I probably put balsamic vinegar on my quinoa at one point. It was so good. Next is creative tofu recipes. Another YouTube video I did a few weeks ago was different tofu recipes. And in that video, I made tofu muffins, pudding, meatballs, so many different creative tofu recipes. And I really enjoyed making that video and just being more creative with the different ways that I was enjoying tofu. I love tofu on its own or just how it is, but I also do love experimenting with new recipes. And then the last thing in the food category are Raw Rev protein bars. These were sent to me, but again, I do love them. I do have a discount linked down below as well if you want to check it out. I had 3 boxes of these, and this is all I have left. So you know that I loved them. I have the birthday cake, chocolate chip cookie dough, and double chocolate brownie batter flavors. I really enjoyed these post-workout. I thought that they tasted really good. They're nice and chocolatey, not overly sweet, and they are vegan. The next category is going to be entertainment-related things. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of entertainment, and I think of the last 6 months, is the show Glee. We went through a phase where we watched the whole Glee series. I think it took us about a month, and it was just so good. I loved the characters, I love the music. I still listen to the music all the time. It's on Disney Plus, so if you have not watched it, I definitely recommend. Next, a podcast that I found while we were here over the last 6 months is the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast. I mentioned this in my own podcast recently as one of my favorites. It is a podcast by 2 personal trainer, online fitness coach guys, and they just give really good tips about fitness and health and workouts, all that stuff, and it's very like basic stuff that everybody should know, and I really appreciate it. Next is the app Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I usually go on at least 1 time a day, and I will save quotes, fashion inspiration, poses, meal inspiration. There's just so much inspiration on there. And so if you're not on Pinterest, I definitely recommend starting an account. Next is the book Emotional Advantage by Randy Taryn. I was actually gifted this book by Randy. I've never really read a book like this. It's all about emotions and embracing your emotions and feelings. And it even talks about some emotions that are kind of stereotypically negative, like anger and jealousy. And she talks about how those things can actually be used in a positive way. I really enjoyed this book, and I think it was my favorite so far I've read this year. Next is the app Poshmark. So when we were in Ontario about a year and a half ago, I was into Poshmark a lot. I was using it every single day. And then when we went to Hawaii the first time, I didn't really use Poshmark at all because I didn't know that I could set up a US account. And then when we got back to Canada, BC last summer, I didn't start using it until the last couple of weeks before we left. So the whole time that we were here, I really got into Poshmark. I made it a goal to try and sell stuff as much as I could for a little bit of extra money. I just made a YouTube video all about my Poshmark tips. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. But I've definitely been loving Poshmark. Next is another podcast, and it is On Fire with Jeff Probst. And this podcast has just been created recently. If you are a Survivor fan, the TV show Survivor, then you definitely would enjoy this podcast. It's Jeff Probst, the host, and he goes all behind the scenes about the episodes and how the show is made. And if you're a Survivor fan, you definitely would enjoy it. And then last in the entertainment category is the show Next in Fashion on Netflix. I am usually not one to love like fashion shows or anything like that, but this show is actually really entertaining and really fun. 2 seasons on Netflix, both are great. And if you're just looking for something to like kind of relax your mind, you don't have to think super deep about it or super hard. It's just a good feel-good show. And then the last category I have for the favorites video is just random things that I thought of. Number 1 are my Bewilder running shorts. So I got these when we were in BC last year. I didn't really start using them regularly until we got here. And the reason for that is because when we were in BC, I did all of my running inside on the treadmill, but then coming here, I started running outside again. And what I really appreciate about these shorts is that they have pockets on the side. So I would put my phone in here, I would put a safety alarm so that I didn't have to hold it while I was running. I have 2 pairs and I love these shorts so much. They don't move, don't ride up. Amazing. My next favorite is the app called CapCut. This is the app that I use for all of my editing, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, any video that I'm making, I edit it on CapCut. I used to use the app called Splice, but I found that there were some technical difficulties and errors with that app after a while, so then I switched over to CapCut, and I've had no trouble at all using that. Next favorite are my little microphones. I got these a few months ago from Amazon, and if you are somebody who either as a podcast or you film content for Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, whatever it is where you're talking or even just doing voiceovers, these little things up the quality of your sound so much, and I love them. And they're only like $20 on Amazon. My next favorite are my Top Fox sunglasses. Again, these are something that I got when we were in BC last year, but I didn't use them a ton until I got my laser eye surgery. And then when I got my laser eye surgery, my eye doctor told me that I had to wear sunglasses anytime I was outside for at least 3 months. And this is something that I've still continued to do. And I love these because they are high quality, they're made from sustainable materials, and they're just super cute. And then my last favorite for this video are hats, specifically ball caps. I think that's what these are called. I, again, didn't really wear these a ton until we got here, again, because I wanted to protect my eyes. I honestly love the way they look on me. I feel like this summer, the upcoming summer, should be the summer of hats. This is your sign to get yourself a hat if you don't have one. And with that, I'm going to end off this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sure that there are other favorites that I've had over the last couple of months that are just not coming to my head right now. I'm so excited to see what my next favorites are going to be for the next 6 months, and I'm sure I'll do a video on those as well. Have a fabulous day, and thank you again for watching.